Okay, so previous lecture we discussed about the methods of disinfection, and in that method we discussed about the different disinfection method like boiling of water. Then the next method is iodine and bromine treatment, where the iodine and bromine peels also you can use for the disinfection of water. Okay, but mostly this iodine and bromine method which is used for the swimming pool water treatment. Next method, that is ozone treatment method, where we need to generate the ozone from the oxygen, and that it is very costly method, but it is effective to remove the organic matter and also the bacteria from that water. But it is a very complicated process, and it is a very costly process. Second method is UV ultraviolet rays method, that is UV rays method. Okay, and in this system also we need to generate the UV rays through the passing of high electric current. Okay, and that also that also going to be increase the cost of the treatment. Okay, so this UV rays treatment method, which is also costly method, and it is not suitable for the large size of treatment plant. Okay, but it is effective to remove the bacteria from that water and color and taste of water. Okay, so the next method, that is boiling, it is a common method which is used for the killing of bacteria, but for municipal water supply it is not possible to boil huge amount of water. Okay, and the next method is excess lime treatment method, where excess lime we can add, or we can add more quantity of alum, sorry, not alum, a lime. Okay, so that going to be increase the pH of water, and that is a pH which is harmful to the organism and bacteria, and that also kill the bacteria. Okay, so these are the different methods which you can use for the disinfection of water. Okay, it may be iodine and bromine, it may be boiling of water, then ozone treatment method, then UV rays treatment method, and excess lime treatment method. Okay, and the next treatment method, that is chlorination, and very important and one of the best method, or it is the most acceptable method which is used for the disinfection of water. Okay, and that method is called as nothing but the chlorination. Okay, so chlorination, it is a process where chlorine is used for the killing of bacteria. Okay, so chlorine is the chemical and chlorine is the disinfectant which is used for the killing of pathogenic bacteria. Okay, and the process is called as chlorination. Okay, so uh, in previous lecture we already discussed about the what is the quality of disinfectant and what are the advantages of this chlorination treatment process or chlorination method. Okay, so as its advantages, it is very easy to apply due to its high solubility in water. Then it is available in all form. It is a gas, it is chlorine gas, chlorine liquid, and solid powder like a bleaching powder. Okay, so it is available in all form. Next, it stops all the metabolic activities. Okay, and it is very toxic to the microorganism. The solution left after the chemical reaction, and it is harmless and still useful to provide in the distribution system. The result remains for the longer time. Suppose if you use the chlorine now, but its effect is for the longer time. Okay, so that going to be prevent the contamination of water. That going to be prevent the growth of the bacteria and organism. Okay, so the system is very cheap and very reliable. Okay, no skill supervision also required for the application of chlorine. Okay, but the important thing is that the correct dose of chlorine is important. Okay, because if you are going to use less chlorine dose, that are not effective to kill the bacteria, and if you are going to increase the dose, that going to be changed the taste, odor, and color of water. Okay, so it is need to remove the excessive chlorine from that water, and that needs that require the dechlorination process. Okay, so dechlorination, it is a process of removing of excessive chlorine from that water. Okay, so this is what the process of chlorination, where the important thing is that uh, one thing is important that if the water has excessive amount of organic material, sulfide, nitrite, or if the pH of water is too high. Okay, if it is alkaline or acidic, the process of chlorination is affected, so it needs the correct dose of chlorine. Okay, So that pH is also significant in the process of the chlorination. Okay. So now the chlorine is available in all form, so solid, liquid and gaseous form. Okay, so the first, that is a solid form, that is nothing but a bleaching powder. Okay, so it is what bleaching powder, all you know, that going to be used daily for disinfection of a well. Okay, विहिरीचे disinfection करताना आपण use करतो bleaching powder, or other platform असेल तर platform disinfection करण्यासाठी, or even the toilets also we can disinfect by using the bleaching powders. Okay, so bleaching powder which contain the dose of the chlorine. Okay, so that chlorine is in the powder form, that is called as a bleaching powder. Okay, so this bleaching powder, it is a white powder and having the 30 to 35% of active chlorine. Okay, but the important thing is that it needs to be used with uh, care. At is lose the proportion of chlorine is that going to be exposed to the atmosphere. Okay, so we have to take care during the application of this bleaching powder. Okay, and it also necessary to have the laboratory testing of the strength of the powder to fix the doses. Okay, so पावडर फॉर्ममध्ये जो क्लोरीन आहे त्याची स्ट्रेंथ किती आहे, सपोज तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये जर 2 mg/L ऍड करत असता, सो व्हॉट इज अ लिक्विड, व्हॉट इज द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ दॅट powder form chlorine into the liquid or into the water. Okay, so that's why the dose of that powder form chlorine is very important to find out. Okay, so the laboratory testing, we have to determine the strength of that powder, and so that we can fix the dose. Okay, so that means suppose तुमचं जर वॉटर आहे त्या वॉटरला 2 mg/L किंवा 2 ppm, ppm it is unit of measurement of chlorine parts per million. Okay, सपोज 2 ppm एवढा डोस रिक्वायर्ड आहे आणि सपोज तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये ब्लिचिंग पावडर ऍड केलात की ज्याची स्ट्रेंथ आहे 5 ppm. ओके, सो दॅट गोइंग टू व्हॉट, that going to be change the taste and odor of your water. Okay, so that means the correct dose is very important for the killing of pathogenic bacteria, for the disinfection of water, for removal of color, odor and organic matter from that water. Okay, so as the strength we have to find out. Okay, correct dose is important, and that's why this use of bleaching powder method is proved to be tedious, laborious and expensive method. Okay, second method जे यामध्ये आहे that is called as chloramine. Okay, that is it is what a forms of chlorine. Okay, so as a bleaching powder and as a chloramine or as a free chlorine gas, या फॉर्म मध्ये आपण काय करतोय, हे क्लोरीन आहे तो आपण क्लोरीन अप्लाय करतोय टू द वॉटर. ओके, सो chloramines means what, it is a combination of chlorine as well as ammonia. So chlorine and ammonia combined together, that is called as chloramine. Okay, so why it is chlorine and ammonia together? Because it has been observed that chlorine alone is not stable in water, but when it is mixed with the ammonia, it forms the compound which called as chloramine. Okay, and they are stable in water, and hence they have the capacity to remove odor up to a certain extent. Okay, so chloramine, it is what, nothing but the combination of chlorine and ammonia in water. Okay, and the ratio of chlorine and ammonia is 0.5 to 1 and may change up to 0.25 to 1. Okay, because the ammonia dissolve very easily in water, that's why ammonia going to be used in the form of gas or in the form of solution, in the form of ammonium sulfate or ammonium chloride. Okay, so ammonia you can use as a gas, or either ammonia you can use in the form of liquid like ammonium sulfide, ammonium sulfate and ammonium chloride. Okay, so ammonium chloride, ammonium sulfate, and with chlorine you can use as a chloramines. Okay, so before water is supplied for the consumption, it is necessary to have interval of about 20 to 60 minutes after adding of ammonia to the water. Okay, and this method, this chloramine method, that is combination of ammonia and chlorine, having some of advantages like it is more effective. The effect remains for a longer time, as it has less irritation to nose and eyes. It is mainly used for the disinfection of swimming pool, and there is no danger of giving the lesser or overdose of this chloramine. Okay, so this is what the second form of chlorine, in the form of chloramine, that is ammonia and chlorine combinedly we can apply to the water. The third form, and that is the mostly used, that is called as the free chlorine gas. Okay, so chlorine is applied in the form of gas. Okay, so either by mixing the gas in a small quantity of water and then giving the solution to the water which is to be treated. Okay, or by converting gas into liquid by applying pressure which is about 0.7 Newton per mm square, the water is disinfected. Okay, आता नॉर्मली तुम्ही विजिट केला तर त्या ठिकाणी जो क्लोरीन गॅस आहे तो क्लोरीन जो आहे तो गॅस फॉर्म मध्ये असतो, आणि when it is going to be applied, that convert into the solution. Okay. So by applying the pressure, it is converted into liquid. Okay, so gas is converted into liquid by applying the pressure, which is about 0.7 Newton per mm square, and the water is disinfected. Okay, so this method has various advantages. So first thing is what? It needs less space to store that system. Okay, next, it is very powerful to kill the bacteria. It is very easy to transport. The result of disinfection of water are uniform and reliable, and its mechanism is easy, no skill supervision required. Okay, so the application of chlorine in the form of chlorine gas is widely used in a water treatment plant and also the wastewater treatment plant. Okay, where the chlorine in the form of gas that going to be converted into liquid by application of pressure, and due to that this water is disinfected, and this system having a number of advantages as it is required less space to store. It is very powerful to killing the bacteria. It is very easy to transport. The result of disinfection of water is uniform and reliable, and mechanism is very easy, and no skill supervision is required for that process. Okay, so these are the different forms of chlorine: as a bleaching powder, as a chloramine, and as a free chlorine gas. These are different types of forms of chlorine which is used for the disinfection of water. Okay, so now the next point is the break point of chlorination. Okay, so what is the exactly break point of chlorination? So after addition of water, after addition of chlorine to the water, what exactly happen? Okay, so these are the zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, and zone 4. Okay, so that you can understand by that graph. That graph is called as breakpoint chlorination graph. Okay, and next we are going to discuss about the different technologies that used, not different terminologies or different terms that use in the process of chlorination, that is residual chlorine, then free chlorine, then simple chlorination, plain chlorination, super chlorination, dechlorination, rechlorination. Okay, so these are the different terms which are related with the process of chlorination. Okay, so this about the chlorination. Okay,